I'm Bill Winterberg here in Chicago at the 2016 Envestnet Advisor Summit. If you want to hear the news of Envestnet's technology updates, as well as their Yodlee acquisition updates and the pending Open ENV platform, you should watch my interview with Envestnet President Bill Crager. Bill, I enjoyed attending your session earlier today. Now, you really stressed the theme of change. How do you feel Envestnet is positioned to respond to the change that is going on in the industry today?
Right. The core theme is how important or core and essential the financial advisor is. But that advisor's got to evolve, Bill, to a practice that is integrating technology. So the consumer, the investor, has a relationship with the advisor, and they've come to depend on it, but the surrounding technologies that they're engaging with, not simply advisor technologies, but change in the way the consumer wants to reach those technologies. It's something we're investing a lot in. We're pulling together capabilities that help that investor relate differently to their wealth, to see a full picture of not only their investment wealth, but their personal finances. And then what actions do you apply to that? And some of those they'll be able to figure out on their own through an investor suite of tools that the advisor will offer them. But most of the time that client is going to have to pick up the phone or send a note and say, help me through this. And so the change is really integrating the technology with the human practice in a really powerful way to better that end investor's ability to reach their goals and aspirations. Something we're really excited about.
So I want to key in on the investments that Envestnet has been making. You touched on benefits of Yodlee, and you also touched on benefits of Finance Logics. What can advisors expect from the integration and the use cases that will be developed with the Yodlee acquisition specifically?
Sure. So in the past, everything kind of resides in its own ecosystem, application to application to application. And if you take kind of our strategic pieces that we've been pursued over the last year, we've integrated those pieces so it's seamless. And the data fueling that whole entire process is coming from Yodlee and will come from Yodlee. And so not only will it incorporate your 401k and your investment accounts, but your bank accounts, and then your liabilities, the mortgage you have, the car payments you're making. And then as you begin to bring all those pieces together, you have a very powerful environment to help that client understand where they're at, but more importantly, how to achieve their goals. I do think that Yodlee is one of the most impactful, important developments in our industry over the last year. When you bring it into the process, it becomes profoundly more than that. And we're super excited about what that means. And starting here at the conference, we'll begin showing advisors and firms what the technology is actually going to do.
So again, leverage was a big theme of leverage of your acquisitions and leverage of smart technology. I'm curious about the opportunities ahead with leveraging Open ENV. Can you walk me through the decision-making process of why you're now pushing forward this initiative of Open ENV?
We've always been believers from day one of open architecture. So that becomes kind of a word in this industry, and everyone says they're open architecture. But I think we took it to a new level early on. Not only was it investment strategies and the way you could manage assets, but then we were open from a custody standpoint. That core platform now processes millions of accounts, Bill, and it's so powerful. But then when you look at our user base, it goes from the advisor to the home office, to the compliance team, to the portfolio manager, to the research team, to the administrative staff. And then you have asset managers that are interacting. And so as the platform began to take on a one-size-fits-all, we realized we had to open that up. So the core engine will fire into these user interfaces that will really speak to the advisor, will speak to the home office. And not only that, we're building APIs to integrate with the full ecosystem of an advisor's practice, whether that's CRM or other applications that they're using. How do you get that information into the system to, again, provide really profound and comprehensive advice for that client that is not a moment in time, but that is ongoing. And that's really our goal. And Open ENV, I think, is a strategic breakthrough. Very excited about it.
So let me wrap up by focusing on the advisor. You just co-authored a book that you're releasing here at the conference called The Essential Advisor. What do you feel is the most important step an advisor needs to take now to be the essential advisor to their clients?
Well, I think hundreds of conversations with advisors over the last year, Bill, and it is so rewarding to have these conversations because advisors are sitting with clients and they're listening to people's question, can I do this? And the can I do this is something that they aspire to achieve, and it's really important work. In the past, it's been kind of an isolated offering in the idea that I'm going to give you an investment solution. We believe that the essential advisor has to go much broader than that. It has to pull together a financial plan into an investment strategy and then communicate at a different level with that client each and every day. That's accomplished by integrating digital technologies with the human practice. At the end of the day, as you pull those pieces together, clients are bonded more tightly with you, they're going to be more convicted in the advice that you're providing, and they're also going to better achieve their outcomes. We believe that the financial advisor will be more essential in 2020. But that does not mean they can stand still. It means that there is a lot of evolution that they're facing, an adaptation to this environment, and really Envestnet is trying to empower that.
I'm very excited to see how passionate you are about empowering advisors with great solutions and great technology. So thank you so much for sharing the updates of Envestnet with me today.
Thank you, Bill. It's great to have you here.